Well, this is exactly why I love hitchhiking. About a week ago, I met Kumar, and he invited me to stay with his family up in the mountains in East Kazakhstan, and now I ran into him again. There he is! And now I'm staying with him in his hometown, and we're doing some adventuring, and then, yeah, I'm gonna hit back on the road. Stay tuned. Up there. Well, apparently no way up the big rock, but look at these lakes. There's one there, 2, 3, and then there's a 4th and 5th way over there apparently. Kazakhstan, insane. Never stops to amaze me. We're heading back to the city of Oskimin where Kuman lives, stopped in a mosque for a prayer, and then back to his place. Time to say goodbye, but yeah, thank you dude. I really appreciate giving you a hug. We'll see you again. Удачи. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty sad to say goodbye. Had a ton of fun with our family for the last couple days. But we got a new adventure. We're going to Almaty, baby. Should be about 3 days. I don't know, we'll see how long it takes. Yeah, stay tuned. Well, I just commuted maybe 14 hours. Got here with one ride, which was amazing. Yeah, the whole reason we came here basically is to find poppies, and they only bloom for like I think 2 weeks, and it should be right now. I have no idea if we're gonna find them. Sun's setting. Not sure if we'll find them in the dark. So I'm probably gonna get dropped off in the middle of nowhere and see if we knock them out. All I have is like GPS coordinates from a Reddit post 2 years ago. So we'll see. They're gone. Alright, so those guys told me that I was in the right spot, but maybe like a week late. Apparently all of that is supposed to be poppies. So yeah, we missed it by like a week, not even like 4 days. So alright, we're stacking off the poppies because they're out of season, and we're gonna go towards China and the mountains instead. Well, the car I hitched a ride with just broke down. Not ideal, but check out that view. There's a goat. Found another ride. They're just trying to fit my backpack into the roof. Anyway, that was quick. Just got dropped off in town. I think this might be the last real stop before we hit the mountains. It's gonna be a bit of a tricky hitchhike. Not a lot of people go that way apparently. A couple people just stopped and talked to me and said it was a tricky journey. So yeah, got some food, got some veg. Gonna head that way now, which is the highway, and see what we can make happen. So I'm just hitchhiking, and this guy from Uzbekistan gives me this massive piece of naan. Yo! Don't really know what to do with this giant naan. I have nowhere to put it. I think I should have to put it. This seems wrong. This seems really wrong. Small naan. You know how I bought like a bunch of those peppers earlier? They're so spicy. I thought they were regular peppers. Wonder if one of these guys will give me a ride, because there is literally nobody out here. God, the last 2 hours have been a nightmare of miscommunication. I've hitchhiked probably 2 hours here in a car with a bunch of military boys. Can't show any videos because it's not allowed, obviously. They're, in uniform. We get to their base, their military base, which is way over there. And I was basically told on the way that I would be able to hike one of the mountains. You can't really hike too much because it's a military zone. And it's a border zone, which is basically not allowed. And then, that all changed when apparently I had to stay in a specific camp, like a tourist camp, and I wasn't allowed to sleep in my hammock, my tent, which, was kind of the whole point. And then they called the owner of the place, which I didn't ask for. I was just going to leave. And then he got really upset because he wanted me to spend, it was like $200 a night, something insane. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. I'll literally just leave and camp. He rips out of there. I end up leaving the military base, had a lovely little walk, saw a bunch of beautiful horses, sun setting, great. I get a ride to here, and now I'm staying in what I can only describe as like a stop-off zone, I think, for people to have food and snacks and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, they told me I should camp here because there are dangerous dogs and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go get some water and then have a good night's sleep. Hopefully tomorrow will bring more success. Now, I truly have no plan. What a day. Anyway, we got the place set up. Boom, look at that. Perfect. Gonna go to bed, I'm exhausted, and tomorrow we're gonna find a new plan. Good night. So yesterday, some guy gifted me this massive jar of peaches, which is very sweet. Very nice gesture. I was just standing on the side of the road, Campbell gave me a jar of peaches, but now I have to carry around, 12 peaches, which is all right. And I have to eat them in one sitting, I think, because the lid is one of those lids that just can't be resealed. So waiting for the right moment to do that. Yeah, plan for today. We are going to hitchhike that direction. It's not that far, maybe 30 kilometers. I think there's this really, really cool lake in the middle of nowhere. Looks quite stunning, visually stunning, so should be cool. There's no real towns on the way to there, so I think I'm gonna have a hard time getting there, but worst comes to worst, I'll just walk. Which I don't really want to do, it's like 12 hours, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if we can get a ride. A couple of police stopped to check my passport. I was honestly a little worried because I heard some rumors about bribes being common, but they actually spent the next hour or so trying to find me a ride. No luck though. Well, yeah, we're heading into that absolute abyss of nothingness. I haven't had a single car pass me, so it might be a long wait. Well, we made it to the lake. Yeah, there's nothing really out here. There's a small little town over there that I might go check out. Or like by town, I mean like 2 houses. Yeah, the plan? What is the plan? The plan is to hike one of these mountains, get a nice view for sunset, which is in like 8 hours. Just chill, read a book, and cook some food, hang out. That's basically it. I didn't make it that far before a curious farmer stopped me to say hi. Conversation was a little bit tough due to the lack of service, but he shared some fermented horse milk with me called kumis. Tastes exactly what it sounds like. Waba! May I present to you our camp for the night, which you might think only looks like a tarp stretched out barely above the ground, to which I would say you are 100% right, but it's by design to keep me warm through the night, hopefully. We'll see. I doubt it. It'll definitely keep you dry anyway. There's no trees. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's the best I got. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a chilly night, I think. We're pretty high up in the steppes. There's nothing really around here other than just grass. The lake that we just walked all the way around took like 8 hours is there. It's really hard to tell scale out here. So I like started way over there. There's nothing for frame of reference. It's just huge. Like the road that I got dropped off on was there. And I hiked to here, which you wouldn't think is like that far. And I didn't think it was, but it took me like 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. It's nuts. I mean, I spent like a good amount of talking to that horse guy, but yeah, it's big out here, and like you don't really realize it. Peaches. It's actually really good, and I really hope that's not gone bad over the years, because I don't want to die out here. How do I get to those little bitches? Do I have to drink my way to the bottom? Good morning. Yeah, it wasn't actually that bad. It was pissing rain and pretty windy, but this kept us dry somehow. I'm not pretty surprised by that, to be honest. Yeah, my mat deflated, which meant I was basically just sleeping face first on rocks. But other than that, I feel pretty good. That was nice. If you're wondering what Kazakhstan looks like, that's it. Absolutely insane. Alright, game plan. We're going to try and go from there, just through the valley, to the road, and then catch a ride that way. So I've been seeing all these little foxholes or something. I don't think they're actually foxhole. Don't know what they are, but look at that little guy down there. He's so cute. We're gonna go say hi. Definitely can't see them, but they're in there somewhere. Well, made it. Made it to the road. Gonna wait here for a ride. I really need a shower. I need to wash basically all my clothes. I am filthy. Yeah. Until next episode, we're gonna go find some big sand dunes, I think. Catch you in a bit.